What's good, YouTube? Freedom My Productions here, and today we're finna react to one of my favorite YouTube channels. We're finna react to That Is Impossible channel. He has one of the best paranormal channels out there. He always has like the best clips, the best like ghosts, cryptids, dimensional time distortions type videos, just crazy paranormal videos. So yeah, man, we finna get right into it, man. I'm excited, man. Yo, so let's get into the impossible.
If you've ever watched Star Wars, you probably remember Darth Vader saying, "Luke, I'm your father." But apparently he never did. A lot of
Yep.
people also remember the Berenstein Bears book with an E, but apparently it never was. And even ChatGPT remembers Evan Longoria being interviewed by a blonde lady in a commercial for Gillette, but apparently it was never a blonde lady. So, what is going on here?
That's not the one where the dude
Is
catch the
it possible
baseball.
that somewhere in the past we switched
It was about to hit
timelines
the lady,
into
he
an
caught the
alternate
ball.
reality, or is this just a big coincidence? Today, we're going to
Shouldn't
deep
touch that,
dive
my
into
guy.
the Mandela effect mystery, the simulation theory.
Look at the reflection. The lights are on, but the lights are not on.
A small town
When I see
in
videos like
Utah
that freak
seems
me
to
out.
be connected with all of this, and videos, pictures, and evidence that will shatter
What the hell?
absolutely everything you thought you knew about reality.
All right, Impossible channel, show me the impossible, my guy.
In our everyday lives, we usually do not tend to pay attention to the little details that surround us. Things like when you get home, you put your car keys in that same specific place every day. That's basically on automatic. You don't pay attention to that.
Yeah, you really don't.
The same thing goes for when you're checking your phones, breathing, walking, or even insects that surround us. We usually do not tend to pay attention to the small details, but it's when one of these things gets out of place or glitches that we start looking for a plausible explanation. And it's when we don't find one that
some
we
weird
start
stuff out
getting
there.
that strange feeling as if reality shifted somehow. But that's impossible, right?
Can you imagine your reflection doing something different?
Why is she frozen?
That's freaky.
What the?
In 2010, a paranormal researcher by the name of Fiona Broom reported having a vivid and detailed memory of news coverage of Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s.
That's what started
And
everything.
even though she was pretty sure that this is what happened, it never did. Nelson
Yeah, it never
Mandela
happened.
actually died in 2013. But here's where things start
Because I remember
to glitch.
Nelson Mandela getting out of jail.
Millions of people
I was a
also
kid. I
remember
remember my folks
Nelson
talked about
Mandela
it.
dying in the 1980s.
No, I remember my
At
parents
the time,
talked
this
about
strange
it.
phenomenon was coined
was
as
happy.
the Mandela effect. And nowadays, there are countless examples of people remembering past events differently from what they actually occurred. So what happened a decade ago
The hell
that
was that?
people started remembering these past events
Grandma
differently?
Simpson.
Did we
That's
really
not a
shift
thing.
timelines? And is there any evidence of the Mandela effect?
Aren't you,
I
Mama?
noticed that the Berenstain had said Berenstain in that room, but I come out here into just the normal other part of the house.
I've seen this video before. I don't know how
says
dude does it.
So, just so you know, I'm not crazy. I'm going to show you as I pass through this doorway what happened.
Perhaps one of the most popular Mandela effects is the Berenstein Bears book.
The Bernstein Bears!
The book was released in January 2003, and millions of people remember the title being written with an E, as in Berenstein.
I can't remember if it was an
Bears.
E or an A. I can't
I
remember.
collect VHS tapes and I specifically look for animation. And I think most people know about the Mandela effect. We end up remembering things very differently, but now I'm not so sure about what is the truth.
However, officially, it was never with an E, it was with an A.
I think
as
some
in
people just spelled it
Berenstain
wrong.
Bears. Now, this could be a coincidence or maybe a collective false memory. If it weren't for the fact that thousands of people actually remember learning how to write the name of the book with an E because it was sort of difficult or out of the ordinary. Strange, isn't it? But it gets even stranger when a couple of years ago, a YouTube account actually captured this Mandela effect happening in real time. Check this out.
I hung this thing up. I got it a long time ago. My cousin painted that picture.
What the hell is wrong with your cousin?
Here. I've decided to move it over there and put this over here just for the hell of it. I'm only bringing this up because until I had done those two things were normal inside of this room right here. So it's the night I did this, it was just a couple nights ago that
Why'd your cousin draw that, man?
really weird stuff started to happen in that room.
Yeah, your cousin put a curse on you, man.
Things
Kind
I
of
thought I was
freaky.
going crazy. I thought I was seeing stuff.
Why would you have
So
a
I'm just
freaky
gonna
nun?
do this video so you guys can see, and I'm going to show it to you live.
Why would
This
you want that
book
by your
is
room?
one of my nephew's books. I'm going to show you
Look at that
as
picture,
I
man.
pass through this doorway what happens, and it's weird. All right, it happens when it gets in the room. See it? And then back out here. It's normal.
How is he doing that? That can't be real, man.
Yeah. And then normal.
Did you see that? If you watch
No way.
closely in the video,
I've
as
seen
he
this before.
enters the room, it becomes Berenstain
I don't know how the guy
Bears
does it,
with an
man.
E. And as he gets out of the room, it goes back to Berenstain with an A. Really, really creepy. And at the time, people were completely baffled by it. Some, of course, believe that this could be CGI or special effects, and it could. However, many others state that this might actually be the real deal for some mysterious reason.
He need to do it
When
live
it comes to
to prove it.
Mandela effects caught on video, it doesn't stop there.
And Elwood's is like all pink, all color. She's got pink outfits, pink fuzzy pens, pink purses, and of course a pink convertible. And no, it's black. Like the whole movie, it's a black convertible.
In one of my past videos, I featured an internet account by the name of the Thought Police. In his videos, he is somehow able to capture a glimpse of this parallel dimension or different
With an old
timeline
phone, yeah.
that we're supposedly living in by using a very old phone that he has. And in one of his videos, he not only captured the Berenstain Bears book being written with an E, but he also captured a chilling event that ChatGPT and many others recall differently. About 10 years ago, Mr. Sports 12 uploaded a video to YouTube
How they do
that
this
later
stuff,
on
man?
became one of the greatest internet
This can't be real though, right?
mysteries. The video itself is already very mysterious. In it you have Evan Longoria, the baseball player,
Just when he
talking
catch the
to a
baseball, right?
reporter. In this video, something strange happens. Check this out.
I mean, I love our chances. You know, it's been
Yeah.
guys, keep it on the field.
In this video, Evan somehow predicts a baseball coming directly at them and catches it without looking. Needless to say, internet users were completely baffled by this, and the video amassed millions of views and thousands
Why
of
are there
comments.
ants in my room right now?
Now, even though most internet users agree that this has to be a glitch or maybe a superhuman ability, this is most likely a commercial for Gillette. Nothing strange about that, right?
Oh, it was a commercial.
Wrong. Here's where things take a really, really dark turn. Millions of people remember the reporter being blonde. And so does ChatGPT.
I can't
While
remember.
talking
I
to
remember that,
ChatGPT about this
video,
commercial,
though.
it
I remember
actually
the video went
replied,
viral.
"My apologies for the confusion. The woman you are referring to is actually named Emily Austin. I did search for her, and this is Emily Austin. She was a former sports reporter and was featured in the Gillette commercial with Evan Longoria that aired in 2016, says ChatGPT. Strange, isn't it? But it gets even stranger. On January 2023, an internet account by the name of the Thought Police uploaded a video related to this bizarre commercial. Apparently, he had been uploading several videos related to the Mandela effect, and this is because his old phone can supposedly see through an alternate reality. And this is what he caught on camera.
I ain't gonna lie, this is cool though.
Did you see that? Through his old phone, it's still a blonde reporter, just like millions of people remember. And not only millions of people, ChatGPT included. What is going on here?
Nah, it
When
just
it
probably
comes to
looks
Mandela
blind from that.
effects, it just gets
from that camera.
creepier and creepier. Experts and researchers on the topic have found a very interesting way to filter out coincidences and collective false memories from Mandela effect events. And
I just
this
seen an ant in my
is
room. I don't
by
know where the hell
searching
it's
for
coming from.
Mandela effect
annoying.
residues. This means that if it indeed happened differently in the past, there should be pictures, videos, photographs, or any sort of evidence other than people's memories. And to my surprise, I found many of these residues in videos and pictures out there. Beginning with Britney Spears. Millions of people remember Britney Spears dancing with a microphone on one of her video clips, Oops, I Did It Again. But apparently she never did. However, I remember her using a microphone or a headset, asking myself, why the heck is she using a headset on a video clip? Apparently a lot of people also asked that same question and remember the same thing. And not only that, there's loads of residues when it comes to Britney Spears' Mandela effect. Dolls, clothing, TV series, it's all there.
It'd be so oops, I did it again.
But when it comes to Mandela effect residues, there's one that's going to take your
Maybe she
sleep away
did use
for
it, I don't
sure.
know.
And that would be
It's
the
crazy how
Thinker,
people memories
a
work.
sculpture made by Auguste Rodin in the 1800s. Now, officially, the statue has its fist on its chin. However, millions of people remember him resting his fist on his forehead. And I do too.
No,
and
I
if the
remember
Mandela
It's always
effect
been a chin.
phenomenon were to be real, there should be hundreds of photos of people posing next to the statue differently than what it is today.
It always been a
And
chin. It
there
always been like that.
is. If you search it up, you'll find countless pictures of people posing next to the statue differently. Not
People
only
just
that,
dumb.
in 1989, IBM released a personal system 2, and in this commercial, you'll also see them portraying the statue differently. People selling this statue on the internet also recall differently, and it's not just one or two. So what's going on here? This can't be just a coincidence, can it? Now I could go on
That's
for
weird.
hours talking about these residues, such as the Monopoly guy. I'm pretty sure he used a monocle.
Yeah, I
and
thought he had a
lot of
monocle,
people
though.
do too. Luke, I'm your father.
I am your father.
Strange, isn't it? It's not just one little example, it's several different types of situations that just keep piling up and no one knows why.
There's a snake in my boots.
Some people believe that back in 2012, something happened with our world and we shifted into a simulated reality.
Why 2012 then?
I've been trying to figure out how to do this. It's a real glitch in the Matrix Live. I'm moving closer to my front window where the sunlight would supposedly come in. But there's no sunlight coming in and hitting that light, right? So I'm holding my phone. I'm just gonna walk closer and closer. And as we walk closer, look at the reflection. Damn it, I had the phone plugged in. Look at the reflection. The lights are on. But the lights are not on.
Dang, that's freaky.
Now, even though the idea may seem a little far-fetched,
That's some scary
I'm going
stuff,
to
though.
show you guys videos, pictures, and evidence that may actually prove that it's not. But before doing so, let me explain very quickly how this simulation theory became so popular.
In viewpoint by a sufficiency of people. More likely the Matrix world.
To better understand the simulation theory, I guess it's very important that we mention Philip K. Dick, a man that was definitely ahead of his time. In the 1960s and 70s, Philip released several different novels and short stories, and some of them you may probably know, even if you haven't heard of him. Movies like The Matrix, Inception, Blade Runner, Minority Report, and many others were all based on his novels. Now, Philip didn't just come up with these strange and mysterious ideas. Apparently, he was having visions and paranormal experiences, and along the way, he was trying to put it into words so that he could pass this along.
I claim to remember past lives. I claim to remember a different, very different present life. I know of no one who has ever made this claim before, but I rather suspect that my experience is not unique.
Now, even though Philip's ideas and books were considered unconventional for the time, many of them became a reality later on, such as the internet. In one of his books, he predicts that by 1992, the world would see something called the Internet of Everything. Not only that, he also predicted the self-driving car, virtual reality, 3D printing, facial recognition, and the list goes on. It's as if Philip's ideas weren't that crazy after all, and maybe he was onto something.
Some of that stuff you can just tell it was
one
coming.
reality out of the many becomes actualized in contradistinction to the other.
Like, you can already see where the technology was going.
In viewpoint by a sufficiency of people.
I don't know if that's predicting anything to where you just
the one with the true core of being.
You just kind of see where the technology's going, right?
Now fast forward
like,
to
in the future, cars will be driving
have
themselves.
Nick Bostrom, who argues that we may not tell if we're living in a simulated world or not. This is mostly because he believes that a conscious mind, meaning that we can't prove nor disprove if we are already living inside of a simulation.
Guys, how is the airplane not moving? It's just sitting there. How is that doing that?
But here's where things take a really strange turn. Around 2012, Professor James Gates was studying the string theory, and apparently he found computer code embedded with it. And here's how he explains it.
So you're saying as you dig deeper, you find computer code?
That's Neil deGrasse Tyson.
The Matrix? That's what you said.
Some of those codes are showing on the screen behind you right now. They don't look like codes, but these pictures, which we call adinkras, are graphical representations of sets of equations that are based on codes. So this is, in fact, to answer your question more directly, I have in my life come to a very strange place because I never expected that the movie The Matrix might be an accurate representation.
Strange, isn't it? Now, this does not prove that the Matrix is real, but it does raise a lot of questions. And if we put together all of the evidence, it points out to the fact that for some mysterious reason, nature's been glitching somehow, and people are starting to realize it and even capture it on camera.
I'm witnessing a glitch in the Matrix, and I swear to God, if this squirrel doesn't come back out, I'm gonna have a panic attack because if you see his nose, I'm not going crazy. Oh my God, wait, stop it. There's nothing there. There's not a grate there. There's not a grate there. Where did this just come from? What the? He just came out of nothing!
It has to be a hole. I think it's a hole there. I don't know. That's freaky though. I've seen this video.
Two-headed deer. Never thought I'd see it in the wild. It's incredible. How is it still alive?
30 seconds ago, I just caught something. I'm losing my mind right now. Please tell me what I just saw. Like, look at it, analyze it. What did I just catch on the moon? I'm losing my mind. Oh my God. What did I just video?
Oh yeah, UFOs.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh, what was that?
That's not a glitch, that's just a UFO.
Now, when it comes to unexplained things caught on camera, from 2010 onward, you'll find countless videos of glitches in the Matrix. Most of these videos have a really good explanation, or sometimes they're fake. But if 10% of them are real, then that's already enough for us to start scratching our heads. And this is sort of what happened with an internet account by the name of Gems Dublin on June 2023. Taking a quick look at Gems Dublin account, you'll see that he uploads videos of him singing or producing music. However, there's one specific video where he captured something chilling on camera. Did you see that? All of a sudden, the entire environment and sky changes color and somewhat glitches. After the video was published, it amassed millions of views and thousands of comments, and internet users were completely baffled by this. However, some internet users suggest that this is caused by a concert nearby.
Yeah,
some
I'm thinking
people
that too.
suggest it was The Weeknd
Like a spotlight or
that was possibly
something.
testing the lights for his show. But I'm not exactly convinced that a concert light can change the sky and the environment's hue and color like that.
It's like some
Apparently,
spotlights
it's not just me
something
that's
like
not
that.
convinced. Gems Dublin and many other internet users stated that there were no concerts nearby, and some even reported seeing the same thing early in the morning. But when it comes to glitches in the sky, there's one particular
Or it could
video
be some
that
UFO
left
type
the
stuff.
entire internet baffled. On a very bright and beautiful day, a woman steps outside of her home and spots something that she couldn't quite explain.
Okay, I remember
And
this
this
video.
is what she caught on camera.
Where are the clouds? Where are the clouds?
In the video, we can see what looks like the shadow of a cloud being projected on top of a mountain. However, there is no cloud. So what is going on here? At the time, internet
Yo, that's
users
an invisible
suggested that
UFO.
this was just burned grass or something like that, and it kind of makes sense. But the next day she goes outside and shows the same mountaintop, and there's absolutely nothing on it. Other internet users suggest that this
UFO.
could be a legit glitch or possibly an invisible
There
spacecraft
you
or
go.
something else entirely.
Facts.
But I'm not too sure. To this day, the video remains a complete mystery and no one knows why this happened. But when it comes to Mandela effects or glitches in the Matrix, one of the best videos out there would be of
The
the
hell?
MH370
Look like that Doctor Strange and
Malaysian
Spider-Man
Airlines
crap.
flight.
What the hell is that?
No.
So what do you see on
It's a plot. It's a plot. Unidentified plot.
Now, if you're not aware,
Identify
or if
blob.
you do not remember this story or case, it happened around 2014, more precisely on March 8th, 2014. Now, the plane was leaving Kuala Lumpur International Airport, destination to China. The plane last communicated with air traffic control around 30 minutes after takeoff, when the flight was over the South China Sea. And it mysteriously vanished, leaving absolutely no trace of it. And even after years searching for debris, nothing was found. There is absolutely no evidence whatsoever of what happened to this airplane.
I remember that.
Now, if all of this wasn't already very strange, it gets even stranger. On August 2014, a video was uploaded to Vimeo, a video where you can see an airplane in an infrared camera being approached by 3 mysterious orbs, and all of a sudden, it vanishes. Check this out.
I was watching this video the other day. I didn't know what it was though.
I found at least 2 different angles of this airplane being approached by these mysterious orbs. And at the time, many people, including me, thought that this video was CGI, and it could be. But the fact that there are multiple angles makes it more difficult to debunk and even to produce a CGI video. Not only that, in 2014, Royal Malaysian Air Force Chief Rozali Dodd spoke of an unidentified blob that the military radar captured on camera right before the MH370 vanished. And this is what they had to say.
Okay, corroborating this. 0215. I'm not saying this is MH370, okay? It is, we are still corroborating this. We are still working with the experts. But what are you saying it was? Sorry? We don't know what it was. No.
So what do you see on the...
It's a plot. It's a plot. Unidentified plot.
Now, this doesn't prove that the video is real or that the airplane was taken to an alternate dimension. However, it makes things even more mysterious.
That was the blob you talking about?
And for some reason, a couple of days ago, the video and the topic became a viral thing. Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, that's when I seen the other day. I'm like, what is that?
Apparently, no one is able to debunk these videos. In other words, they could be real. But if they are, where did the airplane go?
Now, that's the scary part. If they can just abduct a whole airplane full of people and take them where?
But when it comes to the Mandela effect, there's more. A couple of weeks ago, several videos started popping up of strange things happening around Bluff in Utah.
I don't necessarily believe we live in a simulation, but after visiting Bluff, Utah, I can't rule it out as a possibility.
In the past few months, there have been a couple of videos of people who've been to Bluff and reported seeing and experiencing things that they could not explain.
Can't explain it to this day, but what I'll say is that, not saying it's like a skinwalker or anything.
Now here's the thing about Bluff. It's a really small town known for its rich history, stunning landscapes, and outdoor recreational opportunities. The town is located near the iconic Bears Ears National Monument, which is renowned for its unique rock formations, towering mesas, and stunning desert landscapes. If you look at pictures and videos in Bluff, you'll see that this place looks a bit like it's coming out of an X-Files movie or maybe some other planet.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
And when I searched for more information about Bluff or anything strange happening there, I found absolutely nothing, which makes things even more mysterious.
I live in a simulation, but after visiting Bluff, Utah, I can't rule it out as a possibility.
While staying there for a couple of days, an internet account by the name of Cat Soup with Doug explains vividly how he felt as if living inside of a simulation, and what he describes really feels as if we're inside of a Truman Show movie or something like that. This is what happened. Check this out.
I sincerely believe we live in a simulation, but after visiting Bluff, Utah, I can't rule it out as a possibility. We got to the hotel. It was a portable building. Like when your elementary school got too small for all the kids in it and they put extra buildings out back for the teachers they didn't like, that was our hotel room. But that doesn't prove anything. It didn't even make me start thinking weird. But it's what the front desk lady said that everyone else in town said to me too that got me wondering. We went to the little market and we got a variety of things, candy bars, some stuff to make sandwiches, drinks, bread. We got back to the room, we noticed everything had expired 2 weeks earlier. And those things don't have the same shelf life, like bread and Coca-Cola and a candy bar all expiring 2 weeks earlier at the same time. And when we tried to check out, the lady at the counter said the same phrase that the hotel clerk said. Went to the one restaurant we found in town, and the waitress, we'd ask her questions like, hey, can we get pickles with that sandwich? She'd say, I don't know, it's my first day working here. We went to the cashier. I asked her if I could add a tip onto the bill. She said, I don't know, it's my first day working here. I tried to check out with all my expired food at the market. Credit card didn't work, and the lady's like, I don't know what's going on. It's my first day working here. The front desk lady at the portable building of a hotel. It took over an hour to find our reservation. She didn't know how to work the computer because it was her first day working there. I'm just saying, if we are living in a simulation, I think no one had traveled to Bluff.
Either they do that to mess with tourists, or there's some alien
saw me
stuff. It's not a simulation. These people are aliens, man. They don't know how to. They trying to be human.
But it gets even stranger.
I worked at a grocery store one time.
Shaman uploads a
some weird stuff like that happened to me
this
before.
video, And this is what he had to say. Check this out.
You know what's really funny that I should come across your video right now? I went on a road trip to do all the national parks in Utah back in September 2019. I just sold my house that I built in Joshua Tree, California. And of course, it was kind of, in hindsight, it was kind of like a glorious time. Life was good. It was free and easy, you know? So I was driving down from Moab down to, Monument Valley in northeast Arizona, southeast Utah. And I stopped in Bluff, Utah, just like you, and I experienced the weirdness. Nobody said it was their first day, because I didn't talk to anybody. It's just the things you see, right? I stopped in Mexican Hat, Utah, which is about 25 miles away, to see a rock formation that looks like a sombrero. On the way driving there, I saw a girl hitchhiking. Looked like maybe a 16 or 18-year-old Native American girl. She had her hand out like this, her thumb up, like she wanted to ride. And I had a Mustang at the time, 4-seat, but I had a lot of stuff in the back seat and I had a lot of stuff in the passenger seat. Otherwise, I would have stopped. But I was still thinking about it, like, maybe I can move some stuff out of my passenger seat. I'm real glad I didn't stop, because literally 10 or 12 miles later, I saw the exact same girl with her thumb up, hitching a ride. Guys, can't explain it to this day, but what I'll say is that, not saying it's like a skinwalker or anything like that, but I will say this is, especially in far-flung, out-of-the-way places like that, be very careful who you interact with. Be very careful who spawns at a time where you're isolated by yourself.
That could be some ghost stuff, though. They don't have to be like a glitch.
I can't make heads or tails of that, but I'll tell you.
That sounds like some
I
ghost
saw the girl
stuff.
twice, and in the space of that time, which is maybe, I don't know, it's hard to remember, maybe like 8 or 10 minutes, how could she have walked or sauntered, 8, 9, 10 miles in the heat of southeastern Utah in September, where it's still 90-some degrees?
And what makes this all even creepier is the amount of different people all over the world saying the same thing, that they've experienced some sort of Truman Show feeling in these specific places. More precisely, in what they call the four corners of the United States. So what's your take? What do you really think is going on here? Is there a possibility
interesting, though.
that we're already living inside of a simulation?
I want to go see Bluff now.
Or maybe interacting somehow with alternate
Bluff,
realities?
Utah. I want to visit it.
I want to
now.
know your thoughts.
Just so I can
Don't
meet the
forget to
people.
leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe with notifications on for more videos like this.
For sure. Hey, man. Yeah, man. Give it up to That's Impossible channel, man. Always bringing the bangers, man. But the thing about the Bluff, Utah story, about him meeting all these weird people, all of them saying it's their first day. Either two things are happening here. One, they're doing that. They do that to mess with tourists and people not from their town. They do that just so, they don't have to explain nothing to these people, or they just being lazy on their jobs. And they do that just to mess with people. People that's not from Bluff, Utah. It's just something that the town folks do. And I think that could be like a real big thing. Or it could be some alien stuff. I'm not saying it's a glitch. It could be like some aliens like trying to play human and they don't know how to do it yet. So they're just kind of confused. And I say this because, like, I worked in a grocery store before years ago, a long time ago. And I used to meet some strange people. And this was back in Georgia. And I used to meet some strange people in the store. Like, people used to do some weird stuff, and I'd be like, this person has to be an alien. Like, normal human beings don't do or say certain things. It's like certain things that Like I meet somebody in a store who doesn't know certain things, and just being alive, you should know this. Like, you should know what this is. But they look at stuff like it's alien to them. Like, I met this one guy in the store. He didn't know what napkins were. And he didn't even know what napkins looked like. Like, he was looking at a napkin like it was like something out of I don't know, something out of Mars or something. Like, it was like alien to him. And it just threw me off. I'm like, because he was asking me these weird questions like, what are napkins? I'm like, you know what a napkin is? Because he wanted to buy some, but he didn't know what they were. And I explained it to him, and I showed him some napkins. He was just looking at them like, what did I do with it? I'm like, what? What do you mean? What do you do? You don't know how to use a napkin? Like, I'm like, bro, I'm pretty sure you went to a fast food restaurant. They put napkins in your bag. Or you went to school, you get napkins at lunch. Like, they always mess with me. I'm like, what? Like, dude, where are you from, bro? And you a grown man. Like, where have you been all your life? Like, come on. Just weird stuff like that. So I get it. I get it. Trust me. I get it. I think aliens walk among us. They've been walking among us for a long time. I think they can disguise themselves. And they're trying to live the human experience on like some tourist type crap. You know what I'm saying? Some tourist type shit. So, yeah, man. Enough of my story. Yeah, man. Thanks for watching with me, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Freedom Mouth Productions, man. And, man, thanks to That Impossible channel, man, for dropping another banger. And like always, man, until next time. Peace.